Hi, welcome back to Let's Get Real. I am Jessica White, owner of Enact Wellness Solutions. Real people, real stories, real lives changed. So speaking of life changed, that's our topic today, life changes. There is a lot of things that happen to all of us, and we all go through life changes, whether it's pregnancy, you get injured, you lose someone that you love, even a spouse or a child. You go through menopause, you go through divorce, your job changes, you have to move. You have a medical diagnosis that changes the way you have to eat, like diabetes or celiac disease. We all go through these things, and the hardest thing is we don't expect it, and it's out of our control, and we have a hard time dealing with things that are out of our control. When we lose our control, we lose our rhythm, and we talk about our rhythm a lot and how we have to have the key to success is finding your rhythm in life and going through that every day, which is why it's so important to keep consistency at the gym and keep your habits. So when you lose your rhythm, the only way to get through that is to find a new rhythm. And that's a lot harder than it sounds. And so finding a new rhythm is finding new things to eat, or finding ways to go to sleep at night when that person is not laying next to you in bed, or ways to breathe because someone is up in your rib cage all night long, or things not to do, especially when you're injured or you have a medical diagnosis that makes it where you can't do things. But we use that as an excuse to just quit doing life in general. We quit our activities. We drop out of things that we used to be interested in. And sometimes we just kind of get lost in ourselves. And if you've been there, you know what I mean when I'm saying that. You get lost in yourself. And the reason you feel that lost feeling is because you don't have a rhythm anymore. And so the biggest thing I can tell you is find a new rhythm, and whatever that's going to look like, it's going to have to be redesigned by you depending on what you've lost and what your life change was. But it's really important for you to find that, not just for you, but for the people that live in the household and your kids. We all live by this rhythm, and they follow in line with what your rhythm is. So don't focus on what you don't have anymore and what you can't do. Think about it differently. It's the glass half full kind of thing. Think about what you still have and what you still can do, and then develop a rhythm around that. And also think life never stands still. You're always moving forward, or you're always moving backwards. So sometimes when life changes and things happen, especially out of our control, we want to freeze time. We want to freeze things and we want to stop it. Or even if it's a life change that our kids are going through, or our husband is going through, or our wife is going through, we want to freeze time and we can't. You're always regressing or progressing. So that being said, that is our next topic for next week. We're going to dive into that a little bit deeper, and we're going to talk about regression versus progression. So come back and see us next week at Enact Wellness Solutions. You can visit us on Facebook. Come see us here in St. Charles, or our webpage, enactwellness.com. Have a good week. Find your rhythm.